How's it going, guys? Today I am going to be leveling a new character focusing on Fire Trap as an Elementalist. That's the plan. We can't get Fire Trap till like level 12 or so. I bought a 6-link 1,000 ribbons for 10 chaos, threw on whatever gear I had, alt spammed some weapons here in Act 1, cast speed, fire damage, great. Cast speed plus 2 fire spell skills, great. Wanderlust, Gold Rim, Binding Orbed, a pair of gloves, throw on Dodre's Damnings. We're looking pretty good. Almost res capped in before I've entered the coast. And I'm going to be playing with Rolling Magma to start, just to toy with things. I've never used this skill ever. It kills stuff, but I've also juiced the damage, so we'll get to Fire Trap just before murder. Alright, I'm at the ledge. I got myself a flame wall, and I linked Rolling Magma to volley. That's pretty solid, and I can launch it through the flame wall, and it'll get extra damage. And it's cruising. Granted, I'm in like twink gear, but it's hard to hit enemies close to you with Rolling Magma. You gotta have some distance on them. And I'm shattering stuff with crits because of the flat cold off of the 1,000 ribbons. But yeah, you can see like when things are close, it's difficult to hit them. And I could pretty much just clear with the flame wall, but pretty satisfying. You can clear through quite a lot of stuff. I'm about to roll up on Brutus here. I now have my Rolling Magma linked with Volley, increased critical strikes, added lightning damage, just because it needed something. Flame Wall is linked with Arcane Surge and Efficacy. It will make it do more damage over time, increase its duration. And I have a Holy Flame Totem with Combustion, so that's going to lower enemies' fire res. And it has Unbound Ailments as well, so if it ignites, it deals more damage with that. So let's see how this goes. Where's he gonna be?
You think me horror? I will show you what true horror is. Come.
Yeah. There goes a Brutus. Now I'm gonna switch to Fire Trap and not play this anymore, but what my passive tree looked like to start things off. Pretty interesting. You can make a build out of this. Alright, I'm at Mervale. I've been clearing with Fire Trap linked with Combustion, Efficacy, and multiple traps. I'm going to take the multiple traps off for this fight because it makes my trap do less damage. And I also have the Flame Wall linked to Spell Cascade and Efficacy, just because. Something I can throw down and it causes enemies to be burning, and Fire Trap does additional damage to burning enemies. Although, like, Fire Trap makes burning ground, so it does that. And it's also linked to Elemental Prolift because of the 1,000 ribbons, the Fire Trap. I still have the Flame Totem too, like, could have used that, but it's all good. Throw this back in.
It's nice to see there's still
some life
in this twitching corpse of the continent.
Yeah, now I can throw 3 of them. The Ignites Prolif. And boom. Satisfying. It sounds real cool. Alright, next update. I'm just before Vol right now. I'm pretty much just clearing with the 3-linked Wave of Conviction with added fire damage and combustion. The reason I'm running combustion on this is because now my Fire Trap, I'm not igniting with it because I put on Control Destruction, Elemental Focus, so I'm not igniting with the Fire Trap. I'm pretty much just using the Fire Trap as a single target right now. It's still getting the Elemental Prolif from the chest. I threw on Skitterbots and a Herald of Ash. Herald of Ash gives Physics Extra Fire, so that's buffing the Wave of Conviction, and for spell fire damage, that's buffing the Fire Trap. Well, threw on Barracks Pass, increase fire damage, and then cold dispels and attacks. I would have used 2 Barracks Pass, but then I was getting too much cold damage on my Wave of Conviction, so I wasn't inflicting fire exposure. So I bought a Barracks of Sprite. It was 8 Chaos, so that's fine. This gave fire to spells and attacks. And I can spread ignites with that. Passive tree. I went up here. Got fire mastery. Fire exposure. You inflict an extra fire 5% fire res. Breath of Flames, take the left side of this for the dot multi, and currently pushing over here towards Sovereignty, Holy Fire. Yep. Onward we go. Let's go kill Vol. I did go ahead and regal my wands, but I have to be level 24 for the fire damage to spells. Ah, almost. Fire trap wore off. It's kind of mana costly, so. Ooh, there we go. There goes a Vol. Alright, I made it to Piety. Passive tree, I got Sovereignty, the mana reservation efficiency here. That allowed me to put on Malevolence. I had to turn off Clarity because I don't have enough to the skills. So we're just Mana Flask for now. And here's Piety. I did get the craft on my weapons and I had to replace an amulet. But and I got a curse. There's Piety. Time to go do lab. Okie dokie, here's the final room. I got level 31, so I put a burning damage support in here. Fire trap, which also just gained a level. So it's even more costly now. Goes Zaro. Alrighty. And we are going to take Elementalist and I'm going to take Mastermind of Discord because I want this AoE with the next lab. Then we'll probably get Shaper of Flames and then Bastion of Elements last. Yep, there's Mastermind of Discord. Onward. Alrighty, Dominus. Passive tree. I'm leveling into mana reservation efficiency of my Herald. And I also am using a Dragon Hunter Herald effect. I got that from a lottery from one of the December events. So that's what the noises are that come off of like enemies. We're getting close. Like halfway through Act 4, I'll be able to apply flammability with the Wave of Conviction. I need to get an alt quality fire trap, I think. I want increased duration on it. It doesn't last long enough. Who's it in yet? Almost. Not quite. We're getting there. Trap. First. Another fire trap just to be safe. And there goes Dominus.
No one will cry.
I guess here's as good a place as any to show you what I meant by the like explosions on the enemies. Those sounds, they're like explosions, are coming from the Herald effect. I think it's kind of cool. It's better than my other Herald effect, the Gloom Herald effect. It makes it like pretty much invisible. You get little black rings on the Herald of Ash. But straight up, I was still running like a 3-link Wave of Conviction that's just clearing. Kind of wild. I think it just like one-shot a rare there. Okay. Oh, it actually got off the ground. Go. Going well. Resu. I feel like the fire trap AoE is just like too tiny. Maybe that means I can get a carcass jack eventually, because like against bosses, it's not. I'm not gonna get that AoE. Like I can't show off what the fire trap damage is because he won't stay still. And it doesn't last long enough. Just
I'm sorry to have
keep going with Wave of Conviction, I guess. Wave of Conviction's like carrying everything right now. Right. Boom.
Another head for my belt.
Goes.
that's what you get for losing your
Alright. Time to melt Malachi. I got myself a new belt and gloves, and in these gloves is now where my Wave of Conviction is with Combustion, Hex Touch, and Flammability. So now it's going to not only apply my exposure, which it's going to be applying 45% fire exposure, but also flammability. So it's applying minus 75 fire resistance. Yeah, that's pretty solid. It saves me a button, allows me to focus more on the fire trap, and I'm also trying to get down here into some AoE. I dropped the 1,000 ribbons because the elemental prolif was not doing anything on the fire trap, and it's costed more mana, so it lowered the mana cost slightly, but it's still kind of costly. Yeah, I took the flame wall out finally. I got an enduring cry, and I got a steel skin. Otherwise, that's where things are.
You and I are about to create the most beautiful of nightmares together.
Now it's just like a 2-button build.
Go to bed now, little girl. Or do I need to tuck you in?
Hey. The fire trap does a lot of damage, but the Wave of Conviction will make it do way more. The duration on it's only 2.31 seconds. Also kind of sucks, but for where I'm at, like, my damage is pretty bonkers. Come on, let's go.
Let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare. I gave my life. Nightmare gave me so much more. Extract the gift of immortality.
Fire trap. This is gonna be awesome. Especially once we get it like fully put together. This is gonna be awesome. And I don't have much of an in-game plan for this, but I know it can be done. And that, I believe, is where I'm going to end for today. The path of building for the character as it sits right now, this is going to be in the video description. If you're wanting to level something similar, you can have this to go off of.
It's really not so bad once you get to know.
And then we'll continue this tomorrow, get it up into maps, and start getting some more interesting stuff happening. Pretty much at this point, it's just like level and wait till we can get to the next stages of gear. So, thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. You can also join my Discord. There's a link for that in the video description, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.